Good.
So good. So good. So he understands he's a wise man, and I'm the Steve Jobs, and I think that's why I think the relationship works as well. But for a lot of people right now, cryptocurrency is risky. And I tell my advice to you, and I don't know if you have the same opinion, but my personal opinion is you should never put more than 10% of your money in cryptocurrency, because I don't know if this is going to go to 50,000 or it's going to go to zero. But Microsoft uses Bitcoin, Subways uses Bitcoin, or other currencies. And what's interesting is the blockchain technology. That's the technology itself is probably the biggest revolution of this century. But for us, is trying to how do we take away the risk, the unknown. And one other thing is we're going to take cryptocurrency and we're going to back it like gold. Can you explain that?
Yes. As I explained it before, we have a token based on Ethereum. It's
I'll show it tomorrow. I forgot it upstairs in my room.
Oh,
Get distracted.
I have it also here.
You have it here? Not on you?
Not here, here, in the room.
In the room. Me too. It's in my room.
Oh.
Yes. Is it Mickey? Yeah. I come visit. Are you in the Mickey? Are you in the big suite?
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the coins, there's 100 grand.
100 grand.
And that's
pure gold.
A pure gold, and that's about $4,800, correct? US dollars.
US dollars.
US dollars.
And we are able to send it all over the world via blockchain. And it is the first gold-backed cryptocurrency in the world. The first.
Is it out yet?
No.
When date is the launch date out?
When you say you will launch it.
Exactly.
You are Steve Jobs.
You should have a painting with my face and body with muscles with that as well. And then another thing that we are talking about is also taking cryptocurrency and backing it by land. And the idea of that is, let's say, because a lot of times in order to cool these machines, it's more like waterfront properties. So the idea is, we said, is, okay, let's take cryptocurrency, let's buy large tracts of land, and let's build a bunch of these Bitcoin mining farms. And then, if Bitcoin goes away, well, we can always tear the mines down and put developments on it, because it's backed by land. And it's waterfront property, so, and maybe up and coming future development. So that's one of the things that we're looking to really revolutionize, because right now the cryptocurrency world is very much driven by left-brain, geeky, purse-wearing individuals. And they haven't really brought the marketing and branding yet, because it's so unknown. I mean, every time I think it's going to go down, it goes up. It's becoming very much mainstream. But then let's be realistic. What happened to .com? What happened to other things? But people said that when it was at like 500, 1,000, 1,500. And now it's at 8,000 US dollars. It just keeps going up. So does that mean that if cryptocurrency crashes, it's still worth the price of the gold?
Yes, of course.
So how can it be worth more than the 4,800?
The gold?
Yeah, no, how could I say, so will the coin only be worth what the price of the gold is, or can the thing be worth more than the gold, but secured by the gold?
The coin can rise up much more than the London fixing now, because the London fixing is manipulated by the banks, and the blockchain can't be manipulated by the banks, and that will be the real price. Today we have 27 billion trading in gold per day, and if we put all this trading to the blockchain, then you can imagine what will happen.
When did you start mining? Because you were the first one. Because you can't just set up a bunch of machines like this in your home, correct? Can you set up like 5 of these machines and plug into your wall?
You can, but it will crash your power. Maybe.
So this will crash your power of your house.
If you run it,
why can't you just have 5 of these? Because the power, and also is the cost more expensive?
It's not only the power.
It's very loud. I'll show you tomorrow. It's very loud.
Yes, it's very loud. It's the power, the cooling, and also the power cost. Because if you make at home, you have too much power cost.
So, crypto backed by gold, crypto backed by land, still mining this Bitcoin with BitSun, still doing all the currencies. You started a long time ago.
In 2010 I started. One of my friends, he knows that I am a fan of gold because I have a gold business also now, yes, now 14 years. And he told me there's something, it's called Bitcoin, it's like digital gold.
Yeah, the first transaction Bitcoin was a pizza that was bought for how many Bitcoins?
10,000 Bitcoins for one pizza. It was on the 22nd of May 2010.
And what would the 10,000 be worth today?
10,000, 80,000, it's 80 million. 80 million.
That's one.
It's the most expensive pizza ever.
That's crazy. So what's the future of mining?
The future of mining, I think it will run the next 10, 15 years. And but the huge opportunity is the blockchain, because the whole financial market will come to the blockchain, and that's a $1 billion market.
What would be the best advice for people who are interested about cryptocurrency? What would you advise them? If you were the coach and you said, you know what, here's how I would advise you.
Start with 10% of your money. Don't take too high risk. Don't sell your house or your car, because I have customers. We have customers, they sold their house, but they were lucky because they doubled their money. But
that's not a smart way. That's not a smart way of doing business.
Yeah. Make it easy, test it, get familiar with this, and
I think I would say to you is, I would look at cryptocurrency as you're either going to make more money than you've ever made in your entire life without doing any work, or you're going to lose it all. I don't think there's an in-between. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think there's an in-between. So I, personally, full disclosure, am fully prepared to lose all my money. The money I put in this, I'm fully prepared. Because if it goes down, I'll be like, you know what? Yeah, we could have cashed out. It's funny, most people I know who invest in cryptocurrency really early, a lot of them have not cashed out. It's very interesting. You would figure they would cash out and just call it a day, correct? Even you, have you taken your money you've made?
I haven't taken my money, I've put it back. And
You're
invested in our son.
Good boy. You want to go outside? No, you can't. You got to work 24/7. Yes. It's not child labor. The only person smarter than Alan is BitSun. He solves trillions of calculations. I'm sure there'll be an app for that in the app. I know you're going to be around for the next 2 or 3 days, and I'm sure people would love to meet you. And tomorrow I'll show the pictures of our mine, and we'll show the coin as well. Mal, you're an amazing partner. You always say what you say you're going to do. I can't wait to take the world over together. Let me check updates. Don't worry about it. There's exchanges. To take your money out, you can sell your coins. It's just like the stock market, correct?
Yeah.
So maybe what we do tomorrow, you have what's tomorrow? Monday. So what we do maybe is, tomorrow morning we'll make it a cryptocurrency morning as well, other than networking. So if you want to learn more about cryptocurrencies and you want to talk, I know there's a lot of crypto people here as well. You guys can get together and kumbaya and talk, and then we'll have BitSun available for you to take pictures with. He charges 1 Bitcoin. But Mao, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I know Charlie Sheen's going to have big shoes to fill, but I will ask Charlie if he has a purse, because he's coming next. Ladies and gentlemen, give Mao a big round of applause.